Strut CQ10, CQ on 10.
Whiskey Sugar 7 X-ray.
Yeah, Whiskey Sugar 7 X-ray, apologies. I know that's got to be Noel down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken, but you can correct me on that. This is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm about 15 miles southeast of London. So back to you, and let's confirm that I know you, sir. Whiskey Sierra 7 X-ray, this is Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
Yeah, you got it correct, Mark. We have worked a couple times before. First time for this year, though. We can honestly say first time 2026. But yeah, you got the name correct and the call correct and the location. So this is anyway. Good afternoon to you. I know it's evening time there. It should be what almost 3 in the afternoon. Anyway, good signal today, Mark. You're on a 5 and 3. There's a little bit of QSP, but loud and clear. The frequency is quiet. So, how are things at your end, over?
Yeah, absolutely fantastic, Noel, and thanks for this contact in 2026. If I remember rightly, I spoke to you just before Christmas, and I said you've got the perfect name for the season. Hi. But when was that? Yeah, it was on the 30th of the 12th. There you go. So it was just after Christmas. But I think before that was back in October of last year. Yeah, as you say, we worked a few times. My logbook says 5 on both 10 and 15 meters. But yeah, everything's good here. We've got over the Christmas holidays, and well, I'm retired now, so I'm not back to work. My wife's back to work, and it's like ticking all the boxes now of what we'll do for this year. So I'm going to replace the bathroom. That's the first big job of this year. I'm going to rip my bathroom out and completely retile. New shower, new bath, new sink and vanity unit, new toilet, you know, the usual things that you have to put in a bathroom. By the way, you're 5 and 5 peak to me, Noel. 5 and 5 peak, and with QSB dropping down to 5 and 1, but perfectly readable. Hopefully I haven't lost you in the QSB by just rabbiting on the way I normally do. A Whiskey Sierra 7 X-ray, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox.
No gaps in the transmission, even with the QSB. Yeah, the battery's up and down a bit. Sometimes you're also finding one, just audio. But anytime he comes back up. So hopefully you're reading me okay. I'm not using a lot of power, just about 150 watts or so. So hopefully the QSB won't let me make it sound talking to myself. So, well, good luck with the bathroom remodel. That's a big job. That's a big job. But it's certainly doable, of course. I'm a do-it-yourself kind of guy with some projects, but I don't know if that's one I would tackle myself. But I've never had to do that. I've never had to remodel a whole bathroom, but I find that most projects around the place, with a little bit of research, you can do a lot of stuff yourself. I've managed to fix things I would never have even considered in the past. All I can say is that YouTube is your friend when it comes to DIY projects, Mark. Over.
Yeah, well, it's a labour of love, you see, being a married man. We've been in this house about 24 years now, and we had the bathroom fitted, or rather I fitted the bathroom way back when not long after we first moved in. So, it's over 20 years old now, just looking a bit tired. I have replaced things within it. I've replaced the shower cubicle. It's in the corner of the room. I've replaced that a few times, I think twice that has been replaced. So yeah, it was just decided that just take the whole lot down, retile, etc. Yeah, it's just one of those things. I'm not big on DIY and DIY projects, but sometimes it's the necessary evil. As I say, my wife's still working, and she just looked around and said, can we do this year? Can we get this one out of the way? So that's what we're doing. The QSB a little bit on your signal there. I've had to use some noise processing and a little bit of RF preamp just to keep you up there. I'm using the IC-7300 today, 5/8 wave vertical and 100 watts. But yeah, so hopefully 2026 is going to be kind to you. As I say, it's the only project that I've got confirmed at the moment. All of the bathroom has been ordered, so we're just waiting delivery on all of the components, and then I can get stuck in, and you get a nice feeling of accomplishment at the end of it, Noel. But I've been working 10 meters today. If you're interested, lots of the northeast stations, the usual suspects, really coming in loud into the UK. I've worked the Caribbean as well as the Indian Ocean today, so there's some DX around, but not lots. I think we're now coming down the other side of cycle 25, and we probably got another year or two left before 10 and 12 meters become sporadic E only. So yeah, just enjoying it while I can. Back to you. Whiskey Sierra 7 X-ray, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Okay, Mark, well, another good copy, even with the QSB. At that time, the signal didn't, the S meter didn't move, but the audio was there the whole time, so I did not miss anything. Well, okay, again, good luck with the project. I know that'll be, yeah, you'll be able to feel really good about it when it's all done. So good luck with that. I don't have any major projects like that in my immediate future that I can think of. So stuff here. So, but nothing to even brag about. Anyway, thanks for letting me say hello again, Mark. Days here. We started out right around freezing this morning. So at about 6 this morning, it was right around 0 Celsius here. So it was all frosty outside. In fact, I had to put the heat on in the shack again. I don't normally have to do that very often, but sometimes you have to do it. So today was one of those days. Anyway, at the moment it's not too bad. We are now up around 5 or so, and I don't think we're going to get up much more than maybe about 10 or 12 today on the Celsius scale. But it's bright and sunshine, it looks pretty outside, like it ought to be warmer, but it's cold. Anyway, I'll let you go, Mark. Enjoy the propagation while it's still open, and thanks for letting me say hello to you once again. Mike 0 Japan Thomas, Whiskey Sugar 7X.
Yeah, Whiskey Sierra 7 X-ray, Mike 0 Juliet Charlie Fox, returning for that final. Always a pleasure, Noel, to speak to you. Always a pleasure. Don't be a stranger. If you hear me shouting, please do drop in, say hello. And just as a passing note, I noticed your location is very near the city of Ocala, and I think it was 2015 that I was in Ocala. I went to the Don Garlett's drag race museum. You may or may not know it. I mean, it's obviously, it's not exactly on your doorstep. But yeah, so I've actually been to your neck of the woods, and very, very sorry to hear about your cold weather. We've got 10 degrees Celsius, so about 50 Fahrenheit today, and just cloudy. It's just a bit damp out there, a bit misty. It's no rain or anything, not typical English weather with rain, but that's the story here. And I think, yeah, the coldest I've been in Florida was probably about 65 degrees, and that was in December of 2006. So there you go. I know it can get cool, but I've never been cold in Florida, and I think 65 degrees is almost a summer's day for me here. here. Anyway, I'll let you go. I'm going QRT now anyway. I've got an errand to run and I need to leave my house at 3:15. It's now 3:05, so I've got 10 minutes to prepare myself. Then I've got to run this errand. So I'll be releasing a frequency if you'd like to hang on to it and maybe call yourself. West 73, good luck. Happy 2026. And until the next time, I say goodbye for now. Cheers, old friend. Whiskey Sierra 7 X-ray, M0 JCF going clear. Thanks.
Okay, Mark, be well. Look forward to next time.
73, good luck. Okay, QRZ, if anyone would like a report only, otherwise I'll be going QRT. This is Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Kilo 1 Charlie Lima.
Yeah, Kilo 1 Charlie Lima, very good afternoon to you, sir. Let me just turn off my preamp and my noise reduction, and I'll give you a proper report. But my name is Mark, Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, and I'm in the southeast of England, about 15 miles southeast of the city of London. I'll give you a report on the next over. Kilo 1 Charlie Lima, Mike 0, Juliet Charlie Foxtrot.
Mark, you're a 5-9 here into northern Maine, Mike Echo. The name here is Joe. I'm located about 2 miles from the border with New Brunswick, Canada.
Okay, Joe, well, you're 5 and 5 to me, so I'm very pleased with that. You've got a lovely audio as well, a lot stronger than Noah, who I was just speaking to down in Florida. But hopefully you've got better weather than he's got there. I see if you're on the you're near the border of New Brunswick, so you're almost a Canadian, if I may say that, without an insult going across your way. But yeah, about 5 and 5 to me. Great audio. I'm using an IC-7300. I'm using just 100 watts, and the antennas are 5/8 wave vertical. So that's the story, Joe. Back to you. K1CL M0 JCF.
Mark, I'm running an Icon 7300 also. I've got a VHQ hex beam that's up at about 42 feet. I'm running about 300 watts.
Yeah, well, it's all working very well, and probably the hex beam is doing all of the heavy lifting for us today, Joe. Well, it's not a bad day here for January. We've got about 10 degrees Celsius, about 50 Fahrenheit, maybe in the high 40s Fahrenheit. We just got grey skies, lots of cloud around, no sunshine, but it is still the middle of winter for us. We've got another 6 weeks of winter, then we'll be into spring. But we have noticed quite early this year some spring flowers like daffodils, etc., actually coming up through the ground. So a little sparkle of colour there, Joe. Back to you.
Yeah, we got quite a ways before we're going to see that. We've got 17 degrees here this morning Fahrenheit, mostly cloudy, and it's a kind of beautiful day, no wind, which makes it nice. Usually the wind is blowing, about every day, but kind of nice without the wind, and we've got probably 15 inches of snow or so on the ground.
Okay, well, it sounds like a Christmas picture card there, or a chocolate box Christmas picture. That's what it sounds like to me, and that's the way I'm going to keep it, Joe. Yeah, it may be cold, but I'm sure it's picturesque. Anyway, listen, Joe, it was really fantastic speaking to you. I don't know if you heard my previous QSO. I've got to leave my house in 6 minutes' time. I need to run an errand for my good lady wife, and it's quite time critical, so I was just going to give you a report and then dive off, but you sounded good, and you gave me the time of day as well, so I thought it'd be very rude just to sort of give you a quick 55 and disappear. But it was lovely speaking to you. I won't hold it any longer than that. Any other time I'd have a good rag to you and burn your ears off, Joe, but today I'm afraid I can't do it. So as I say, I will be going QRT now. I won't even be giving out reports, which is a shame, but I may be back on later. If you catch me again, always if you hear me, just come and say hello. I'm not one of these that's worried about, look, I've already worked you once today. I'm not working you twice. I'll work you 15 times if I have to. But all the very best to you and the people around you, Joe. I'm going to say happy 2026. And yeah, as I say, if you hear me on 10 and 12, come and say hello. Wish you good luck, old friend, and thank you again. K1CL M0JCF Best 73, Joe. Take care. Good luck.
73, Mark, and have a great afternoon and evening.
You'll appreciate that. Okay, Mike 0, Juliet, Charlie, Foxtrot is now going QRT. This frequency is clear for use. Frequency is clear for use.